take a look at this area back here.
Is this safe? I thought the Dalish kill outsiders.
Well... let's take a look here.
Varric, do you do anything?
Am I the next stop in your career evaluations? Joy of joys.
You watch and you talk. Is that it?
You are dismissing hallmarks of both the utterly ineffectual and the incredibly dangerous.
I don't know what you mean.
It means coins flow when I talk and when I shut up. Like if you got paid to guard or unguard.
That makes no sense.
Good.
Oh. So we're going to meet Merrill. This should be interesting. Wonder why she wants to leave. That should also prove interesting.
Oh. I didn't hear. You must be the one the Keeper told me about. Anethera.
I'm so sorry. I didn't ask your name. Unless... it's not rude to ask a human their name, is it? I'm Merrill, which you probably knew already. I'm rambling, sorry.
No, it's okay. No problems. You're actually kind of cute. I like... you seem to be very perky and spunky, but also have sort of this, like, bashful hesitancy to you. It's really adorable. Okay. But I wonder what you were doing. That makes you seem a little mysterious and dangerous. I haven't quite figured out what I've thought of you. I like you, from what I can tell. Who are you?
We didn't get a proper introduction.
I am... or was, I suppose. The first to keep a Marathari. I've studied the old ways for as long as I can remember. I know things. The law of the Dalish that can help us get to the summit of Sundermount.
Okay. You seem to be kind of sad and uncertain about something, perhaps frustrated. Again, you have this mysteriousness about you. I wonder what you were doing. But you also seem to be very bashful and kind of adorable and cute, too, at the same time. And you have a desire to do things right, I think. Or at least do things the way they're supposed to be done. But what was that?
Did you hear that strange noise?
Oh, I didn't hear anything.
Yeah, there was a strange noise, so you are keeping something from us. But for now, that's okay. So there's a little bit, so you are hiding something, but that's okay for now. We'll see what happens. Why leave your clan?
Why are you leaving the Dalish for Kirkwall?
I have to. Let's leave it at that for now, all right?
Did you do something wrong?
I get the feeling you're in trouble.
It's not like that. Not exactly, anyway.
It's okay.
The Keeper and I have disagreements, but it will sort itself out in time.
Okay. What's the matter, by the way?
You seem awfully nervous.
I've never met a human before. Dalish mothers frighten their children with stories about you, you know. Not you, personally, of course.
It's okay.
I'm sure they don't have any tales about you. Or not scary ones, at least. Not that you're not notable enough to have a story. I'll just shut up now.
It's okay. No, don't shut up. Don't be so nervous. You know what? Nice to meet you.
My name is Hawk. Glad to make your acquaintance, Merrill.
Thank you. I'm afraid I'm not very experienced with your kind.
I'll help you out.
The Keeper said you came from Ferelden. I spent most of my life there. We only came north a few years ago. Have you been in the Free Marches long? Do you like it here?
There's opportunity. I got to meet you.
I've lived in Kirkwall for a year now. It's a good place to get a fresh start.
Really? I hope you're right. We should go. Your task is for Asha Bellinar. It's not wise to make her wait.
Tell me about this rite.
What do we have to do with the amulet?
It's a funeral of sorts. I'll perform it when we get to the mountaintop. Getting there is the tricky part. Our hunters haven't been able to reach the summit. Dark things are about.
You know about my task?
I take it you've been expecting me to bring this amulet for some time.
The Keeper brought us here to wait for you.
Oh.
I don't know much more than that. I do know that you have Asha Bellinar's amulet. And we must bring it to the altar on the mountaintop. Nothing more.
I actually feel kind of bad then. Because while I was sort of clearing out gangs and building myself up and getting ready, they were waiting for us. I could have gone here immediately. Perhaps I should have. But on the other hand, I wanted to make sure we were ready to fight for whatever we need. And if they can't penetrate, and I'm sure they have skilled and competent fighters, then perhaps it is good that I took my time to build myself up before coming here. So we can be sure that we accomplish what is necessary. Have you met Asha Bellinar?
Do you know the witch who sent me here?
No, not personally. My people tell stories of her, though. You're very lucky. Most people who meet Asha Bellinar wind up in little pieces, hanging from the trees.
I got that impression since she was able to turn into a massive dragon, and I saw her obliterate a bunch of darkspawn.
I take it you've been expecting me to bring this amulet for some time.
The Keeper brought us here to wait for you. I don't know much more than that. I do know that you have Asha Bellinar's amulet. And we must bring it to the altar on the mountaintop. Nothing more.
I'm ready to go.
Let's get this over with.
Okay. Let's go. There's dark things about. Yes, we might need to be careful here. Yep. You ready? Hit him. Get that one. Cedric's okay. Wait. I saw something said immune. Wait. They're not immune to fire damage. Must be hers. No, they're not immune to. Okay. Alright.
The Keeper didn't mention you were a mage.
All Keepers know a bit of old magic. The stories tell us that all elven once had the gift. But like so many things, it was lost. It's a Keeper's job to remember, to restore what we can.
Okay. What about demons?
Can't demons possess Dalish mages?
It can happen. And when it does, the clan must hunt and kill their own Keeper.
Mm-hmm. What about Templars?
Does the Chantry know about the Dalish mages?
Oh, they know. Keeper Marathari told me that was one of the reasons we never camped too long in one place. They usually won't pursue us if we stay away from the cities and towns and keep moving.
Makes sense.
And no one minds having to pick up and move over and over just to protect a few of you.
Why would they mind? Once we've picked over a hunting ground, there's no reason to stay.
Good point.
My clan is now in more danger. having lost our Hala.
Why did that happen? Yet you risk the city's danger.
If you go to Kirkwall, you'll be an apostate in a city full of Templars.
I know. But if I don't go to Kirkwall, I'll be alone. A solitary elf is easy prey for anyone. In the city, I can get lost in the crowd.
Maybe. Thanks for the help.
I'm glad you decided to pitch in back there.
Oh. Oh, you're welcome. I wasn't sure I'd be much good.
Oh, I think you're fine.
I've done a little fighting before, but it was always alone. I'll try not to hit anyone. On our side, I mean. I'm babbling again. Let's go.
It's okay.
I hope we're going the right way. I get turned around a lot up here.
So do I. It's good we have sensible people in the party to keep us straight. Or at least keep us going on in the proper direction, I perhaps should better say. I could be a bit absent-minded too. And not always the best with direction. Let's try this out here. The other stuff gonna song. I know. Get him. Don't want scattering shot to hurt him, so let's try this though. Oh, okay. I was gonna do scatter. Okay. So far, we've been doing well.
So the Keeper finally found someone to take you from here.
Yes.
Then finish your task quickly, human. We cannot be rid of this one too soon.
I'm sensing a story here.
So am I.
I have made my choice. And I will save our clan whatever you think.
Is there a problem?
What's going on here, Merrill?
Yeah.
Nothing. Just ignorance. We should go.
More mystery. I don't know what she was doing before. Okay, that's useful. She seemed hesitant to speak of it. That's good.
A landslide blocked the path. There's a cave that should take us to the other side.
Okay. I am wondering whether she seems like a sweet, spunky, bubbly, a bit, not quite all there, but bright. She somewhat reminds me a little bit of me, but I think I'm more sensible, practical, and centered than her. I actually seem to like her. I'm a bit taken with her, to be truth be told. So I don't understand what all the animosity is for.
I'm sorry. You're not really seeing the Dalish at their best. We're good people that look out for each other. Just not today, apparently.
Are you alright?
Is there anything I can do to help?
It's kind of you to ask. I'm fine. Even if my people don't appreciate my efforts, I must see this through.
Okay.
Let's go. Ashabelana isn't known for her patience.
Alright. Yeah, I am curious about the animosity that she is experiencing. Ugh. Stand a bit back. And hold on to the crushing prison for the time being. Okay. Oh boy, I knew it. Okay. You know what? I wonder. Try that. Okay, that hit it good. Good. Alright. Disgusting. I hate spiders. But at least we killed them. Yeah, I despise spiders. Ugh. Disgusting. Gauntlets of the Fallen. Okay. Try that. I try to pace out. Giant spiders tend to appear in old ruins and other places where the veils become thin because of magical disturbances or a great number of deaths. In such places, spirits and demons pass into the world of the living and attempt to take control over living beings, spiders among them. Not all scholars accept this explanation for the presence of these beasts, however. Some claim that the thinning veil allows magic to leak from the Fade, tainting such creatures as these spiders to transform into larger, more potent creatures than they ever would become naturally. While such spiders are known to possess powerful poisons and the ability to fling their webs at opponents in combat, studies of them have been few, and the full range of their abilities is unknown. Yeah, because they're, who would want to go out by the spiders, but they do need to be studied, but To anyone who doubts the wickedness of blood magic, I say, with your hand strike down the corpses of your own brothers who have fallen in battle to a Maleficar. Then we may discuss morality. Knight Commander Benedictus, in a letter to the Divine, 546 Exalted. That would be traumatic. I'm sorry you experienced that. The walking dead are not, as the superstitious are wont to believe. The living come back for revenge. They are rather corpses possessed by demons. The shambling corpse, controlled by a demon of sloth, causes its enemies to become weak and fatigued. Corpses possessed by rage demons go berserk and simply wade into their opponents mindlessly. Devouring corpses are held by hungers demons and feed upon the living. The more powerful demons rarely deign to possess a dead host. We're going to check out the armor of the Fallen. There is a legend in the Free Marches regarding the Fallen, a cadre of knights from various marcher cities that formed to fight the growing power of Orlais in the Exalted Age. To the Elysians, these knights were little better than bandits, but to the Marchers they were heroes, warriors that fought for freedom and autonomy. Most of the Fallen died on the fields of Ghislaine in 540 Exalted, defending the newly crowned King of Tylus of Navarre from Orlesian attack. They held their line against a mounted Chevalier charge, managing to keep Tylus alive long enough to retreat, and are credited with Navarre's continued independence everywhere outside Navarre itself. We'll take a look at this later. Merrill. The stories tell us that all elven once had the gift, but like so many things, it was lost. It's a keeper's job to remember, to restore what we can. As each generation passes, magic becomes more rare among the Dalish. As the gift dies out, talented children are moved between clans so that every keeper has a successor, and no clan is in danger of being left without guidance. Merrill was born to the Illyrian clan, which wandered the hills of Navarre. She was the third child of the clan with the ancient gift born to her. When the next Arlefen gathering of the clans occurred, she was given to the Sabre clan to be first to keeper Marathai. Merrill was just 4 years old. She spent most of her life in Ferelden and the Kokari Wilds until her clan was driven north by the Blight. Okay. There's going to be more of these, you can tell. Turned around. Yeah, I bet there's something down here. The Anderfells. The Anderfells are a land of shocking extremes. It is the most desolate place in all the world, for 2 blights have left great expanses of the steppes, so completely devoid of life that corpses cannot even decay there. No insect or grub will ever reach them. It is a land filled with wonders like the Murdain, with its gigantic white statue of Our Lady carved into its face. Her hands outstretched and bearing an eternal flame, or Weishaupt fortress, with its walls of living rock towering over the desolate plains below. The Anders, too, are a people of extremes, the most devout priests and the most deadly soldiers, the poorest nation in the world and the most feared. From In Pursuit of Knowledge, Travels of a Chantry Scholar by Brother Genitivi. The lustrous white-blue silverite has long been prized by the dwarves for use in jewelry, rune-making, and weaponsmithing. But on the surface, it's more commonly used by apothecaries and healers. Interesting. Since the metal does not rust, many traditions believe it to be proof against poison. Because there are the Silver Order of Knights that the hero Ferelden has created in Amaranthine. I've heard about them. And they use silverite armor. They're evidently crafted by this genius human blacksmith. What's his name? I don't remember. But, wait, I think it's Wade or Heron or something like that. But anyway, I bet he trained among the dwarves, I think the story is. That was the part that's most interesting. But evidently, he's crafted magnificent silverite armor. It's also Viridium and others, and he's created, and from this is coming like the Knights of the Silver Order, which is, they fought magnificently when they were attacked by some Darkspawn after the Blight ended with when the hero of Ferelden killed the Archdemon. There is a tale passed down among the people of the Anderfells. A knight returned home after many years of war, only to be struck by an adder. His wife immediately bound the wound with a medallion of silverite pressed against the bite like a poultice. By morning the poison had left him, and the knight lived to an old age. An excerpt from an alchemical primer of metallurgy, Volume 1, by Lord Cerastes of Marnus Pell. I wonder if one of the reasons why the knights were so durable was because of the silverite. Not just because of how quality it was at turning a blade or stopping a mace or an arrow, but also because it was... Well, you wear padding for your armor, but still, perhaps it had an effect on the wounds that helped to staunch or delay their impact. There's probably something down here. Yep. And these look even nastier. wonder. We keep shooting. Hawk, go over here. Hit that with this. Evelyn. Oops. Friendly fire hit. Gotta be careful of that.
You are not enough.
Great. Okay, so first things first. Oh boy. Get over here. Let me see. Yeah. Hawk. Myself.
Is that all you got?
Turn on these guys.
Make her take I'm out of breath. I can't keep
Better.
pace.
Okay. Uh-oh. See if you can stab him. Okay. Yeah, these guys are significantly more difficult. Tougher. Here we go. Those guys were significantly more difficult. Corrupted. Yes, not pleasant. Significantly more difficult. Seal of Hell's Tall. The Tallwains are known around the market in Hightown. Return their seal for a reward. Map of occupied Corkor. A map with a generous interpretation of the reach of Orlais. Many similar documents were thrown from windows each time Kirkwall was liberated, much to the frustration of those in the gallows, tasked with record keeping. Very well. I know where we'll be going. Let's see if there's... Okay. I suspected as much. Alrighty, very well. Hit him. Hit him again. Knock him back. Definitely get over here. Perfect. Stand back, Bethany. I knew it. Uh-oh, everybody, this is something that looks scary. Go over here, go over here, go over here. Everybody, get down here. I don't know what that thing is. Yeah. Uh-huh. Abilene? Alright. Good. Fireball. Okay. Shadow Work. I hope this doesn't knock. Try it. Interrupted him.
This is wearing on me.
Oh yeah. Drank some juice. Hit him. I think when they're in the way, the shield bash doesn't get... Here it is.
Need to rest. Can't keep this up.
I think that one of the reasons why the Shadow War, why when it comes to whether or not shield bash just knocks people down on my own side is whether or not they have an enemy in front of its overall attack range. I know that sounds really simple, but there's something I need to check. Well, I've been using the wrong weapon. Much better. It's the human killer. It's much better, much better, much better for that. Much better for them. Hopefully. Okay. Let's see how this goes. Great. More undead. Probably be fighting more powerful ones too.
I can open the way forward. One moment.
I felt the veil shift. You called something?
Yes.
Are you insane?
Yes, it was blood magic, but I know what I'm doing. The spirit helped us, didn't it?
Famous last words. Famous last words said time and time again. No, I'm angry. The demon, you mean? I mean, come on. Now I know why they don't want her around. Yes, she's cute. Yes, she's adorable. Yes, she seems like a good person. Yes, I like her. Yes, she's capable and means well and is polite. But this is bad. This is dangerous. I have to be careful here, but I do need to demonstrate some displeasure.
Call it what it is. You summoned a demon.
Demons are just spirits, like honor or joy.
No, they're not.
It's not their fault they are what they are. Be careful up ahead. Restless things prowl the heights.
I hope you didn't provoke them.
In the days of Arlathon, the elders came here to sleep. Uthanara, the endless dream they called it. But they don't sleep peacefully anymore.
Hopefully you didn't wake them. So here's the thing. I like her. I like her a lot, actually. But that's dangerous. What she did was incredibly dangerous. Incredibly dangerous. Merrill, you've got to watch out. You have to be careful, Merrill.
Watch out!
Everybody. Oh, great. All right. Good. Good. That's what I want to see. Stay back. Everybody. You know.
This isn't working. Go down!
Okay. Everybody. Everybody go. Everybody go. Everybody go. Everybody go. Everybody go. Come on. Everybody go up here. Go here. Wait. Good. Summon. Alright. Hawk, get up here. Ready? Hit him. Everybody. See if we can pull some more. Come on, skeleton.
Another way!
Perfect. Okay, then we got... Oh, crap. That guy. Okay. Hit him with that. Okay, good. Hawk. Okay, Aveline. Hit him with that. Oh, he guts. Not nice. Pop this. Wait a second. Knocked him back. He resisted. Hit him with this. Better. Almost up to crushing prison. Crushing prison. He's done. Okay.
I think it's safe now. Place the amulet on the altar, and I'll begin the rite.
I wonder if these guys rose because of her. No, they were here already. I wonder if she strengthened them. That arcane horror was especially unpleasant. Deep mushroom. Deep mushroom refers to the entire group of fungi that grows underground in caves and many parts of the dwarven deep roads. Collection can be a dangerous task, as the deep roads are often infested with darkspawn. Because of this, dwarven merchants often recruit castless hirelings for the job and pay them a meager percentage of what they earn selling the mushrooms to surfacers. The most common varieties used in the herbalist trade are the blightcap, ghoul's mushroom, and brimstone mushroom, almost all of which tend to carry the darkspawn's corruption. While they cannot transmit the disease, this trait often makes them quite poisonous. Deep mushrooms should only be handled by experienced herbalists and should never be consumed without first being adequately cleaned and prepared. Careless consumption has been known to cause insanity, severe abdominal cramping, and even death. An excerpt from the Botanical Compendium by Ines Arencia, botanist. Okay. Okay. Ring of the Magister. Okay, magic. Good and stamina. Alright. Okay. Yeah, that arcane horror. That nasty blood magic spell that she cast. It was good that we dispelled the first one, then she did the second one, but then we killed her. Very unpleasant experience. Very dangerous.
Aharin amalana salen. Emma ira au bella serviranan. Isalahamim vinanhim dofilas. In uthenera narivas.
Whoa.
And here we are.
Under Anatishan Ashabalana.
One of the people. I see. So young and bright. Do you know who I am? Beyond that title.
I know only a little.
Then stand. The people bend their knee too quickly. So refreshing to see someone who keeps their end of a bargain. I half expected my amulet to end up in a merchant's pocket.
We made a deal.
I agreed to deliver the amulet, though you could have told me you were inside it.
Just a piece. A small piece. But it was all I needed. A bit of security, should the inevitable occur. And if I know my Morrigan, it already has.
Who is Morrigan?
Is that someone I should know?
She's a girl who thinks she knows what is what better than I or anyone. And why not? I raised her to be as she is. I cannot expect her to be less.
I'm not sure whether she's your daughter or your enemy.
Neither is she.
That almost sounds like Carver and my relationship with him. Very similar. Before he died. Why not come yourself?
Why did you need me to bring you here?
Because I had an appointment to keep. And because I did not want to be followed. You smuggled me here quite nicely.
Are you real?
I don't understand. Are you
No,
some
she's
kind
real.
of vision?
Must I be in only one place? Bodies are such limiting things. I am but a fragment cast adrift from the whole, a bit of flotsam to cling to in the storm.
What do you mean?
A fragment.
You do not need to understand, child. Know only that you may have saved my life, just as I once saved yours. An even trade, I think.
Yes. So what now?
You have plans, I take it.
Destiny awaits us both, dear girl. We have much to do. Before I go, a word of advice.
Certainly.
We stand upon the precipice of change. The world fears the inevitable plummet into the abyss.
Yes.
Watch for that moment, and when it comes, do not hesitate to leap. It is only when you fall that you learn whether you can fly.
Well, given that I don't have wings, unlike you in your dragon form, I would say that it's fairly safe to presume that I cannot fly, so I'm not quite sure I should take a leap into that abyss.
Cheap advice from a dragon.
We all have our challenges.
We're going to regret bringing her here.
Regret is something I know well. Take care not to cling to it, to hold it so close that it poisons your soul.
Okay.
When the time comes for your regrets, remember me. As for you, child, step carefully. No path is darker than when your eyes are shut.
Maceranus Ashabelinar.
Now the time has come for me to leave. You have my thanks and my sympathy.
Magnificent beast, creature, person. All of them in one. The gold was nice. Very nice. Return the amulet to keep a marathon in dash camp. Merrill? Carver tread a dangerous and impetuous path. Varric, go away. This is between me and Merrill. Bethany? Even you. Merrill? Carver, my brother, tread a dangerous and impetuous path, always trying to prove himself, always trying to outprove me, always rebelling. He was strong, he was powerful, he was noble in many respects. And he died. He didn't choose caution, he chose valor over caution, he chose aggression over prudence, and he died. You're bright, you're skilled, you're capable. I see a lot of the same type of youthful potential in you. I lost Carver. I don't want to lose you. I want you to stay alive, and I have to find it. I think I have to find a different path with you, because I tried too commanding an approach with him. I think too direct an approach, too formal approach, and that's why he died, in my view, because he had to rebel against that. Because I posed a direct challenge. I'm going to try and work with you, to steer you, to comfort you, to help move you. I'm going to take a gentler hand with you, and I hope that that works in ways that my experiences with Carver didn't. Because I was foolish. Maybe he wouldn't have charged that ogre if I'd built trust with him instead of trying to direct him as much as I did. So I'm going to try a similar path with you, to go along with you, because I am deeply concerned with you. And I think Asha Belinar, Flemeth of the Wilds, is right. The Witch of the Wilds is right. So I have concern for you in a way that I don't have for the others. Except for my sister, of course. But even Aveline I worry sometimes. And Varric. But you, I'm deeply concerned about. I have a plethora of misgivings and worries. Yes, I've gotten everything.
Masarana's child, your debt is paid in full. It isn't too late to change your mind, Dalen.
Dareth Shiral, Keeper. I'm ready. Let's depart.
I don't think it had to be that hard.
Elganon. Is this really where the elves live?
Not the prettiest part of Kirkwall, but it doesn't have a view of the giant chains. Take what you can get.
I didn't think it would be so... I've never seen so many people in one place before. It seems so lonely.
You're not alone.
You already know me. You'll make other friends soon enough.
Guy. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you for everything. For all your help. You can visit me. Not now, of course. But maybe later. I could use a friend.
I definitely will. I think you need a friend and you need someone to watch over you.
I'd like that, Merrill.
Thank you. Oh, I'm thanking you too much, aren't I?
It's okay.
I mean it, though.
You're sweet. I like you.
Pray she'll get better soon. I've missed too much work already.
Okay.
Please, Sir Trask. He won't go to the Circle willingly, but it's the only place.
Madam will do our best to find your son, but I cannot guarantee his safety if he continues to resist Templar jurisdiction.
He's just a boy.
He's an apostate.
I've got two of them with me. Well, we'll have to see how we can help the child. Okay, Ariane. First, let's get Merrill set up. Lightning. Certain things should always be taken.
Busy today, I see. I don't suppose
Ooh.
heard of any work.
For the time being, no. She really needs that health.
Not yet. Bloody shams. We work as well as anyone else.
I am sorry for your loss, mistress. But I can offer your son mercy only if he turns himself in.
I'm trying to find him, but...
The Templars cannot tolerate apostates.
Can we help this woman? This could be Mother.
Yes. And that kid could be you. Or Merrill. Could be either one of you. Could be you. Can I help?
It sounds like your son is in trouble. Is there anything I can do?
You heard all of that and still you would help? An apostate? Oh, thank you. I am Ariane. My boy, Fainriel. He's all I have. All my family. When I learned he had magic, I could not bear to send him to the Circle. But his connection to the Fade, it gives him nightmares. Dreams of demons speaking in his mind. I would rather lose him to the Circle than to himself.
Tell me about the nightmares.
What kind of dreams is he having?
He dreams of demons, calling to him, pulling him into their world. Every day, it grows harder to wake him. That is why I turn to the Circle. They are the only ones that can protect a mage from his own powers.
Where is Fainriel now?
Did your son run away?
He learned I had contacted Sir Thrask. He felt I betrayed his trust. He thinks he can live free of the Circle. But I am afraid without proper training, he'll kill himself.
We were fortunate, Bethany was fortunate, that she had Sir Malcolm, not Malcolm, but our father, who as an experienced and powerful mage to help her. And Merrill, she was taken care of and safeguarded through her life. And the Keeper did help her become what she is. The question is, who will help Fainriel become what he should be? Are you Dalish?
Those look like Dalish tattoos. Why do you live in the city?
I was born to the Dalish, but came to Kirkwall for a time and dallied with a human merchant, Vincento. When I found I was with child, neither Vincento nor my tribe wished the burden of an elf-blooded human infant. I raised Fainriel myself, here in the alienage.
Well, that's not nice. What a dirtbag and a scumbag.
Tell me the whole story. I learned years ago that my son likely had magical talent, but we could not bear the thought of him locked in the gallows. So we hid. When the nightmares began, Fainriel still refused to contact the Circle. But I truly think they are the only people who might save his life.
I wonder if the Dalish would take him in. Perhaps that might help. They could be of assistance in this situation. The Dalish could take him in. I do know that when an elf couples with a human and has a child, the child, while partially elven born, essentially has the features of a human. Still, maybe perhaps the elves would be willing to work with a mage, a human mage in that respect, if they could learn from him, at least for a time. Where do I start?
What exactly do you need me to do?
Just find him, please. Bring him somewhere safe. I don't know where Fainriel is gone, but there are 2 places you might start your search. Sir Thrask has been looking for him. If you speak to him in the gallows, he'll be able to tell you what ground he's already covered.
Okay.
And Fainriel's father, Vincento, recently returned from Antiva. He's a merchant in the Lowtown Bazaar. Fainriel might have sought him out.
What is Thraska like?
Tell me about this Templar.
I believe he's a good man. He doesn't hate mages, but sees what it took me too long to realize. Even the best-intentioned mages are at the mercy of their sleeping minds. There are other Templars who are much less sympathetic.
It's good that he's much more open. That could lead to reforms within the institution, but still, nevertheless, there are ways to train mages so that they don't have to be quite imprisoned. But they do need the training in some level of regulation. Still, not everyone can have Malcolm regulate Bethany the way that he did, and not everyone can have the Dalish who go out and explicitly regulate someone like Merrill. Tell me about Vincento. I don't like him so far if he just abandoned you guys.
You and Fainriel's father are not married.
Vincento had no desire for a wife or an elf-blooded child. I haven't seen him since.
So he's a piece of shit. He's a piece
I
of shit.
have written, though, to keep him informed about his child. Fainriel wanted to meet him.
Of course. I'll go right now.
I will not leave you fearful for a moment longer than necessary.
Magic can be a fearful gift. Your son deserves the best aid learning how to manage it.
Thank you. It has been a lonely time hiding. It's almost a relief to finally confront this openly.
Oh, hello.
The priest was asking after you again last week.
According to Varric, the Temple has been hunting for young men and Fainriel. His mother, Ariane, lives in the towns the Oblige has been seeking help.
So, there's no circle among the Dalish? Any child with a gift of magic is apprenticed to a keeper. In another clan if there's no need in her own.
That sounds nice.
Magic is a gift of the creators. Why wouldn't we use it? It just seems wasteful for humans to lock their mages away where they can't do any good. But you are a blood mage.
Yeah, you consort with demons. And I'm worried about you because of that. So there is an issue with the keeper system, because even though you have Mathari, I'll need to learn to pronounce that properly, you still chose to consort with demons. Moreover, and there's no real regulation other than, oh, go away. But what do you do when you go away? Well, hopefully I can help you. I do like you, but that really bothers me. I'm kind of torn here. Yeah, I am concerned about that, Merrill. I need to help Fainriel. Because Bethany could be that child. And yes, Ariane could definitely be our mother, Leandra. But Merrill creates an issue because she basically consorts with demons to an extent. But I also care about her very deeply, and I want her to be okay. See if Mother has anything to say.
Is this dwarven venture truly the only way? I hate to think of you going willingly into the Darkspawn's grasp.
Bethany will stay behind. It's okay, Mother.
I hope Mother convinces the Viscount to give us the estate.
So do I. Hey, buddy.
Keep it down, dog.
Hey, don't pick on him. Leave him alone.
All that noisy dog breath, day in, day out. Make him stop.
Yeah.
Well, pardon my dog for breathing. If you think you can stop him, be my guest.
There. Isn't that annoying?
Only when it comes from you.
Ah, blight take you.
Here. Gamlin, Amel.
So, what? Are you here to gloat? Gamlen's the idiot again. Gamlen's the fool who can't hold his money when it's given in a bloody silver basket. I tried, you know, when Leandra left. But no one was ever going to live up to her.
You shouldn't have tried to live up to her. Tell me about Mother.
What was she like? As a girl?
We're only a year apart. But that was time enough for Leandra to get our parents wrapped firmly around her little finger. They showed her off at every opportunity. The beauty, the scholar, the light of their lives. As far as they were concerned, they should have stopped there.
I'm sorry. That would be terrible. How did you lose the money? You gambled it, I know.
I've seen the nobles in this town. Your parents must have had a fortune. Where did it all go?
Well, it's not like I stood at the side of the wharf and hurled it over. I tried to invest it. I got some good tips on trade in Kunari cheeses. And, you know, a man's got needs. I'm not denying I spent more on myself than I should have, but I figured it'd all work out.
Everyone makes mistakes. He's letting us stay here. He's an asshole, but he's letting us stay here.
I'm sure you did your best.
Don't butter me up, sweetie. I changed their filthy sheets and wiped their chins through 2 bouts of the cholera, and the last word Father said was... Leandra. I'm not looking for love, but at least I got the money.
And here I was, just about to like you.
Yeah. Shouldn't bite the hand that tries to reach out to you. Which is exactly what you just did to me. I want to check and see how Merrill's doing. Before we do anything else. There is one thing I do need to do, though. According to Varric, a dwarven merchant named Javaris has been offering good coin in exchange for help. He's already left the city, but Varric is certain he could be caught up near either the Wounded Coast or Sundermount. We'll check that later. We'll speak to Vincento and Sir Thras. We'll speak to them both. Harrytown Market. Gallows. Upon ascending to the second floor of the tower, we were greeted by a gruesome sight, a ragged collection of bones wearing the robes of one of the senior enchanters. Ugh. I had known her for years, watched her raise countless apprentices, and now she was a mere puppet for some demon. Awful. Transcribed from a tale told by a Templar in Antiva City, 713 Storm. This is probably part of the reason why the Templars are so severe when they see this. Someone who's a senior enchanter, who's powerful, confident, skilled, seems reliable for decades, and then something like this happens. This probably helps explain why they don't trust us. I should say trust mages, but still, that doesn't excuse some of the behavior. Even if it makes it understandable. There's got to be a better way. Demons, of course, have no form in our world. When they enter either where the veil is particularly thin or through blood magic summoning, they must take possession of a body. When a pride demon takes control of the corpse of a mage, an arcane horror is born. Although they appear to be little more than bones, these are fierce creatures, possessing not only all the spellcasting abilities of a living mage, but also the capacity to heal and even command other animated corpses. Charming. Shade. It has often been suggested that the only way for a demon to affect the world of the living is by possessing a living, or once living body, but this is not always true. Indeed, a shade is one such creature, a demon in its true form that has adapted to affect the world around it. My hypothesis is this. We already know that many demons become confused when they pass through the veil into our world. They are unable to tell the living from the dead, the very static nature of a universe being confusing to a creature that is accustomed to a physicality defined entirely by emotion and memory. Most demons seek to immediately seize upon anything they perceive as life, jealously attempting to possess it. But what if those that do not? What of those that encounter no life at all, or fail to possess a body? What of those that are more cautious by their nature? These demons watch, they lurk, they envy. In time, such a demon will learn to drain energy from the psyche of those it encounters, just as it did in the Fade. Once it has drained enough, it has the power to manifest, and will forever after be known as a shade. Such a creature spurns possession. It instead floats as a shadow across its piece of land, preying upon the psyche of any who cross its path. Perhaps it believes itself still in the Fade. There's evidence to believe this is so. A shade will weaken the living by its very proximity. It focuses its will. It can drain a single target very quickly. Some have even been known to assault the minds of a living victim, causing confusion or horror and making the target ripe for the kill. The tragedy of a shade is perhaps that once it has drained a target whole, its appetite is only heightened rather than slaked. From the journal of former senior enchanter Malus, once of the Circle of Vervain, declared apostate in 920 Dragon. We'll read some more of that later. Stuff to sell as well. Okay, Merrill. Okay, Merrill. Stuff that you might find useful. Thanks, Father, for saving that. We'll go see Merrill. I'll come and visit her. There's Merrill's home.
The priest was asking after you again last week.
I've brought my family there twice this year. What more does she want from us?
Hey, Merrill. We'll have some stuff to read together. That'll be nice. I hope you're getting used to this place. And there's this room. Oh, yeah. Everyone needs that.
I didn't think you'd come.
Of course I will.
I'll find something relatively clean for you to sit on. Can I get you something to eat or drink? I have water.
Relax.
I came here to see you, Merrill. You don't have to fuss over me.
You're so kind. My first guest, and I'm already a terrible host.
No, you're not. You make me smile.
I wanted to thank you for bringing me here, but I'm making a mess of it.
You know...
You're so sweet, Merrill.
Yeah, she is.
Not as sweet as you, that is. Good wishes are a poor gift after all you've done for me. I haven't exactly had many friends. Not even among my own clan. This is... tricky.
Why didn't you have friends?
What made you unpopular with the
I have
Dutch?
some ideas.
Being first to the Keeper, I was always...
Oh.
a bit secluded.
Before the Blood Mage.
I studied magic and history while the others were learning the Via Tanadal. It's good that I left. I'd have made a terrible keeper. I was never that good with people.
So even before you turned toward blood magic, perhaps that was part of the reason why. They were kind of like friends, or you felt they were misunderstood, like you were misunderstood and isolated. Here's the thing. Let's try to pull you away from them by becoming your friend. And I think you're doing fine.
You seem to be getting the hang of it already.
I'm glad you think so. Thank you for coming to visit me, Hawk. It means a lot to me.
Okay. It was nice talking to you, Merrill. I do like you.
By the dread wolf! Why is my house always such a mess when people are here? It's clean sometimes, I swear.
Well, that's a nice painting, Merrill. I like it. It's a nice landscape. I like that landscape, Merrill. Arlathon. You ask what happened to Arlathon. Sadly, we do not know. Even those of us who keep the ancient lore have no record of what truly happened. What we have are accounts of the days before the fall, and a fable of the whims of the gods. The human world was changing even as the elves slept. Clans and tribes gave way to a powerful empire called Tevinter, which, and for what reason we do not know, moved to conquer Elvenon. Slaves, power, glory, expansion, resources. When they breached the great city of Arlathon, our people, fearful of disease and loss of immortality, chose to flee rather than fight. That was actually a mistake, if that's what happened. Who knows? With magic, demons, and even dragons at their behest, the Tevinter Imperium marched easily through Arlathon, destroying homes and galleries and amphitheaters that had stood for ages. Our people were corralled as slaves, and human contact quickened their veins until every captured elf turned mortal. The elves called to the ancient gods, but there was no answer. As to why the gods didn't answer, our people left only a legend. They say that Fenrir, the dread wolf and lord of tricksters, approached the ancient gods of good and evil and proposed a truce. The gods of good would remove themselves to heaven, and the lord of evil would exile themselves to the abyss, neither group ever again to enter the other's lands. But the gods did not know that Fenrir had planned to betray them, and by the time they realized the dread wolf's treachery, they were sealed in their respective realms, never again to interact with the mortal world. It is a fable, to be sure, but those elves who traveled the beyond claim that Fenrir still roams the world of dreams, keeping watch over the other gods lest they escape from their prisons. Whatever the case, Arlathon has fallen to the very humans our people had once considered mere pests. Never underestimate someone who might be an enemy or a threat. It is said that Tevinter magisters use their great destructive power to force the very ground to swallow Arlathon whole, destroying aeons of collected knowledge, culture, and art, the whole of elven lore left only to memory. The fall of Arlathon is told by Gisharel, keeper of the Rarefan clan of the Dale Shells. That's too bad. Let me check some. Okay. Yes. Hmm. Mana and the use of magic. Mana is that which defines a mage. It is potential that dwells within a person but does not always manifest itself. All men are connected to the Fade. We go there to dream. But only those with this potential may draw upon its power. Mana is, then, a measurement of one's ability to draw power from the Fade, and it is this power that is expended in magic. As in all other things, it has limits. Just as man has the strength to lift only so much weight, no more, a mage cannot work more magic at one time than his mana allows. If he wishes to work magic that would be beyond his strength, a mage must bolster his magic with lyrium. Without lyrium, it is possible for the reckless to expend their own life energy in the working of magic, and occasionally ambitious apprentices injure or even kill themselves by overextension. From the lectures of First Enchanter Wincelus. Makes sense. Another good reason why Malcolm was there for Bethany, to help her out. The Maker's first children. The Maker's first creations were the spirits, glorious beings that populated the many spires of the Golden City, and the Chant of Light says that they revered the Maker with unquestioning devotion. The Maker, however, was dissatisfied. Although the spirits were like him in that they could manipulate the ether and create from it, they did not do so. They had no urge to create, and even when instructed to do so, possessed no imagination to give their creations ingenuity or life. I wonder why the Maker didn't give them that in the first place, if that's what he should have known that's what he wanted. I'm curious. I should talk to a chantry priest or revered mother about this. The mage realized his own folly. He had created the spirits to resemble. The Maker realized his own folly. He had created the spirits to resemble him in all but the one and most important way. They did not have the spark of the divine within them. He expelled all the spirits out of the Golden City and into the Fade, proceeded to his next creation, life. Well, wait a second. That's not fair. It's not the spirits' fault. Maybe the Maker should have gone back and then adjusted them so that they have the spark of divine within them. Place the spark of divine within the poor spirits. It's not their fault. The Maker created the world and the living beings upon it, separated from the Fade by the veil. I need to talk to a chantry priest revered mother about this. His new children would be unable to shape the world around them, and thus would need to struggle to survive. Gee, thanks. In return for their struggle, the Maker gave them the spark of the divine, a soul, and he watched with pleasure as his creations flourished and showed all the ingenuity that he had hoped for. The spirits grew jealous of the living and coaxed them into the Fade when they slept. The spirits wished to know more of life, hoping to find a way to regain the Maker's favor. Through the eyes of the living, they experienced new concepts: love, fear, pain, and hope. The spirits reshaped the Fade to resemble the lives and concepts that they saw, each spirit desperately trying to bring the most dreamers to their own realm, so they could vicariously possess the spark of the divine through them. As the spirits grew in power, however, some of them became contemptuous of the living. These were the spirits that saw the darkest path of the dreamers. The darkest parts of the dreamers, I should say. Their lands were places of torment and horror, and they knew that the living were strongly drawn to places that mirrored these dark parts of themselves. These spirits questioned the Maker's wisdom and proclaimed the living inferior. They learned from the darkness they saw and became the first demons. See, the Maker should have treated them better, and then this wouldn't have happened. If they worked with them to find them a place, none of this would ever have happened. Well, maybe it would have been. I doubt it. Or it certainly wouldn't have been as bad as it is, or as cut and dried. Gray or stark and clear, and focused. Rage, hunger, sloth, desire, pride. These are the dark parts of the soul that give demons their power, the hooks they use to claw their way into the world of the living. If the demons... It was the demons that whispered into the minds of men, convincing them to turn from the Maker and worship false gods. They seek to possess all life as their due, forging kingdoms of nightmare in the Fade, in the hopes of one day storming the walls of heaven itself. And the Maker despaired once again, for he had given the power of creation to his new children. In return they had created sin. But why didn't he know that would happen if he was so omnipotent and omnipresent? For the Maker's First Children by Bader, Senior Enchanter of Ostwick, 812 Blessed. It sounds like the Maker is responsible for some of this himself because he keeps on making these mistakes. Or not anticipating what people will do. Bethany. Actually, I don't know. Okay, that's better. For the time being, let's drop some stuff off. First, let's go to Hightown. I'm going to wait on Herbert.
A Lady Sunshine, what's your first act as a noblewoman going to be?
A noblewoman with no fortune and no title. Looking for work, probably.
Practicality is for peasants, milady. You need to do something frivolous to celebrate your birthright.
Such as?
Come up to the Hightown market and complain bitterly that there's no Orlesian silk that matches your eyes.
But what if something does match my eye? What will I do then?
Insist that they're blatantly copying you and demand royalties. A good noble always has a complaint ready, Sunshine.
I think I found something of yours. I had never thought to see this again. Thank you.
You're welcome. That's good. No. Okay. Let's see. We'll wait on that for the time being. Okay. Yeah, we need a proper attack. That means that we can do that. Okay, let's sell some stuff.
The finest clothing from...
Okay. Okay.
Here to Antiva.
We'll wait for the moment. We have a number of things to do. Where's this one? All right.